Welcome to PACWEST Best in Class, highlighting student athletes that are leaving their mark on athletics and academics across the conference.
She is Alisia Dvorak from the Cotter Avalanche women's volleyball team who joins us for this Best in Class. Hi.
Hello.
How's your schoolwork going now that volleyball is wrapped up for the season?
Well, it's going a lot better. I find I have a lot more time to start assignments and everything.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty incredible what you student athletes have to go through. And the folks like yourself who are at Cotter, you're on the road a lot. So I want to ask you about being a student athlete and how you keep up with academics. First of all, what course are you in?
I'm in kinesiology.
Okay. And this is your second year, right?
Yes.
So how do you do it? How do you juggle class, tests, practice, travel time, matches? How do you do that?
Well, a lot of my professors are really understanding with how much we have to miss class and stuff for these road trips because we often leave on like a Thursday and come back on a Monday. So they're super understanding with that. So if I have like a midterm that I have to miss, often they'll let us take it on the road and one of our coaches has to administer us during it. But yeah, I've had to do that before and it was different.
Is that challenging? Like studying on the bus or in the hotel room or taking an exam in the hotel room? That's a challenge into itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. On the bus rides, I always have to take a lot of gravel because I get really car sick.
Okay. So
Yeah.
there's not a lot of studying on the bus, is what you're saying.
Not as much as I would like.
Yeah. Now, how long is your program there, kinesiology?
It's a 2-year transfer program.
Okay. And you've elected to do it in three. Is that because of playing sports and being a student athlete?
Yes. So my first 3 semesters, I was only taking 4 courses,
Mhm.
but this past semester, like the one I'm in right now, I'm only taking 3, and it's a huge difference
Like that.
going from 4 to 3.
Yeah. So how do you juggle? How do you keep yourself on track? Do you use your phone? Do you use a calendar? What do you use to keep everything going forward?
Well, we actually have these whiteboards in all of our dorm rooms. So at the beginning of every semester, I section off all of my classes and then I look at the syllabus and I write down every single due date that we have.
Mm.
And if it changes, then I just change it on the whiteboard. And then usually whenever we have an assignment, I try and start it as soon as I can and work on it at least every day until the due date. Because then once the due date comes, I'm not like, whoa, like I have an
That,
entire assignment to write.
yeah, but that takes a lot of discipline, doesn't it? So is that something that you've had to work on throughout? I'm sure you played high school volleyball and athletics and that kind of stuff. So do you feel yourself more comfortable now in this role and starting this assignment when you first get it and working on it every day?
Hmm. Yeah, I've always kind of tried to do that even throughout high school, even though the assignments were obviously easier in high school, but I still tried to do it
What
then
you know
because,
now, sure, it's easier, but at the time, it must have been stressful.
yeah, at the time it was stressful, but
So you're going to Cotter, College of the Rockies there in Cranbrook. You're from Fernie. Was that by design? You want to stay a little bit close to home?
yeah, yeah, I chose Cranbrook because it was only an hour away and I'm from a small town. I still wanted to see my family all the time.
Sure. Does that help being a student as well? Not the stressor of if you want to go see your family, you got to jump on a plane and you got to travel across the country. So being close does actually help you in your academics.
Hmm. Yeah, I find like throughout the final season, I usually get a little homesick and I'm not like studying that much, which I definitely should be, but um but yeah, I find whenever I get to like go home here and there, I kind of get a little breather and then I can come back and start hard again.
Do you have to study at home when you go home?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I want to ask you a little bit about volleyball as well. Obviously, the season didn't turn out as well as you had hoped. Going into next year, you're returning to the Avalanche. Do you have high hopes for next year?
I do. Yeah, we have a lot of strong talent coming, I'm assuming. like a couple of them have come practicing with us, and it seems like they have strong
Yeah. You're
skills.
going to be in your third year. You're going to be looked upon, I would imagine, as kind of one of the leaders. Do you like that role?
I don't know, it just came so fast that I
Mm.
sometimes still feel like I'm in my first year, but yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think it'll be a good role for me.
I
'Cause
would imagine a lot of these younger student athletes that are going to come into their first year will ask you, how do you do it? How do you juggle everything? Give me some tips. Give me some pointers. Do you feel that that's going to happen?
I definitely, yeah.
Do you have answers for them?
Well, yeah, I'll tell them about the like writing everything down so you can like visually see it so the deadlines don't like creep up on you. And like before we go on a road trip, like the week before, try everything you can in your power to get as much done as you can
Yeah.
because even though it's like a sometimes a 12-hour bus ride, you don't get that much done.
Yeah, exactly. Do you feel that you will be empowered as a leader for this team and you will use what you've learned as a high school student athlete, now as a college student athlete, that you can help guide some of these younger student athletes into what you have become and the success that you've had on the floor?
hmm Yeah, so I'll like because in my first year it was a huge difference.
Yeah.
There was a lot more commitment and a lot less time to do things in. So I'll have to kind of warn them a little bit about like the change that it's going to be like and like just don't panic right off the bat.
Knowing what you know now, would you do it all over again? Would you enter your first year at Cotter and go into kinesiology, knowing that, oh man, I got some long road trips and bus trips that I'm not going to be able to study for?
Oh yeah, I would do it all over again every time.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So what do you do between now? You have obviously final exams still to come, and then you have next season. What are you going to do in the off season to prepare yourself for volleyball and also entering your third year of college?
Well, I'm planning on hitting the gym a lot and really progressing there. And I'm planning on joining a jumping program, so
Oh,
I think that'll be fun and exciting.
yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Alisia, thanks for doing this. Enjoy your summer, and we'll see you back on the floor in the fall.
Yeah, of course.
This has been PACWEST Best in Class with Ryan Waters.